What's going on YouTube? This is Sean, and I am bringing you my first ever game review. Hopefully this will be something that is a little bit different, but this is going to be my take on this game after about, I think I've got a total of almost 9 hours time played. I'm new to I'm not new to the Medal of Honor series, and I'm not necessarily new to this game. The game mechanics are very similar to Battlefield. The plus side to this is that it's the same engine. It's that I believe it's the same engine, but it's so much more fast paced than Battlefield that you can't really compare. I don't think that comparing this to Battlefield would necessarily do this game the justice I think that is deserved. Watch me knife this fucker. There you go. Get axed. I like... There's a lot of things about this game that I like, and there's a lot of things about this game that I don't like. I do like the pace. It's up-tempo. This is not... this is going to kind of contradict everybody because this is a first-person shooter genre, and look at that spawn. I mean, that's one of the downsides to this. But this is not, in my eyes, this is not a first-person shooter. This is a tactical shooter. And what I mean by that is, yeah, you're in first-person camera mode, but you literally, this game is all about holding choke points. It's all about being defensive. It's all about who sees who first. And you really have to think about... Two things have worked for me so far. I've tried 3 different play styles. I've tried a very defensive play style that didn't really pan out for me. It was... Everybody else was camping, so I figured, you know what the hell, I'd camp. Wasn't doing very well at it at all. I tried a second approach, which was a little bit more aggressive. However, it was methodically moving around the map, not locking down choke points, and I did okay, but I struggled. And the third method, I just decided that, you know what, this is not Call of Duty. This is not Battlefield. This is something that you have to honestly think about. You have to think of your repercussions with everything that you do. If you turn your back for a second, somebody will see you. Somebody will kill you, and that is frustrating at times. However, I think that's what makes this game, and that has the potential, after fixing a couple flaws with the game, if DICE does that, which is, they've always been very supportive to their games. I know with Battlefield they had patches out immediately when stuff was recognized. But I like this. I have fun with this. I'm like, there's nothing more enjoyable to me than having to think, than trying to figure out a way. If I've got a sniper that's got one choke point completely on lockdown, it's fun to me to try and figure out a way around him, to try and figure out a way to where I can flank him, pick up a couple kills, deal with the objective, and do all that fun stuff. That's what intrigues me. The competitive nature about this, everybody so far from what I've seen, I've played the Team Assault, I've played the Objective Raid, which is the game mode that you see here, I've played the Sector Control, which is similar to Domination, I've played the combat mission. However, the combat mission, to me, I've played one game of it, and I don't know if I will ever go back into it. But it was a lot like Rush was in Battlefield. It's a sniping paradise, and in my opinion, I think that one of the downsides of this game is the sniper rifles. I feel that they're overpowered, and the reason I feel that they're overpowered isn't necessarily because they're a one-shot. I think what makes the sniper in this game overpowered is the lack of a kill cam. With it being one shot, that's fine. But the downside to that is you get hit and you're down and you have absolutely no idea where it came from. That causes, that induces rage with me like I don't know. It's just irritating because, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I feel like I'm utilizing cover. I feel like here's an example. This is the way that you've got to play this game. You've got to find a choke point. I know that B right now is a hot spot. This is a game of sector control. So what I'm doing is I'm in a spot to where there is no possible way that they are going to see me before I see them. That puts me at an advantage. Those are the kind of things, and that's the kind of way that you need to play this. Put yourself in position to help your teammates out, to defend. I mean, that's what this is. A lot of this is defending. You will see later on through this as spawns gets flipped, which the spawn system is another one of those kind of deals. But all in all, I really enjoy this game, and solely due to the fact that I like to utilize the tactics. I know I don't do a good job sometimes of explaining my tactics, but that's just kind of what drives me. Is I like to try and figure out. I like to play against good people. I'm not saying everybody in this game is good. I'm not saying that there's any better players on this than there are on Call of Duty. I'm not saying there's any better players in this than there was in Battlefield or Halo. But this is a game to where I don't know, the objective games, Team Assault, I can't really do that. That's a sniper fest. I die way too much. Like, I can get a good game here and there, but I don't feel, I feel like there's a line drawn down the center of the map and nobody crosses it. And to me, that's not fun. I don't enjoy that. That's not that pleasurable to me. But what I do like is again, the objectives. I like trying to fight for spots on the map. I like trying to defend choke points. I like trying to figure everything out, and that's why I like this game. This game is not for everybody. I'm not telling everybody that you need to go out and buy this right this second. What I'm telling you is that at least try it. If you've got a GameFly membership, rent it. I mean, get it, play it for a week or two. If you like it, you like it. I mean, it would be a good game to pick up. I'm loving it. I think it was worth the money because I can see myself, spending a lot of time playing this game. I've purchased Battlefield. That was great at first, but then it kind of got, I don't know. Yeah, it was just too slow paced for me. This isn't a game that you can lone wolf, so it's best to play with a party. And I don't know what it is, but I've tried a couple games to where I've been in there by myself, and in the moment I pick up, a couple players, people that I'm familiar with. I don't know. It just kind of gives me that boost of confidence. So if you've got a friend that's got it, that's great. If anybody does pick it up and wants some tips and some pointers and maybe a run through of the game, hit me up, guys. I would be more than happy to do that because I like the game. I'm enjoying it a great deal. Now, downsides with the game. The sniper, of course. The spawns are kind of shady at best. I think that there's definitely a couple tweaks that need to be done. It is very, very difficult if you're playing with a party to keep the party together. And the thing that drives me bonkers is that you call this a tactical game. You play to win the game. However, there's no lobby time. You can't back out of a game without taking a loss, which I think is garbage. It's a joke. That's something. Those are the kind of things that I can honestly see the developer of this game fixing because that's just not right. If the game's over and I want to leave, I shouldn't have to wait for the next game to start and the next game to be posted before I take a loss. I mean, that's bullshit. But other than those couple things, if you play this game, if you play this game the way that it should be played, which is from a tactical approach, not necessarily, you're not going to be able to run and gun. You can be aggressive and patient and do well. Like I've watched several videos from other commentators, and they do extremely well. They're aggressive, they're holding down specific spots, and they're doing what they got to do to win the game, which is what these are about. But I don't know. It feels good to me. It's fresh. It's fun. I'm having a blast. Like I said, like I didn't know how to fucking even steer that thing. Yeah, there's a couple little nuances, but again, those are kind of things that like I picture dice picking up on. I picture dice correcting. I know that the lobby thing I had already read that they were working on. I know that there's a couple other issues that they're working on, and I've been all over their forums, and there's complaints all over the place about the sniper rifle. But again, guys, I'd highly recommend it. It's at least worth a rent. I haven't touched the single player, but this is a game that really, you won't know if this is a game for you unless you play it. I've come to that conclusion that this is a game for me, but hey, you know what? My opinion might be different from everybody else. So guys, if you like this kind of stuff, if you enjoyed this review, I hope this helps you guys in determining, again, what route you were taking if you were on the fence. At least pick it up at Blockbuster, Gamefly, whatever. Give it a playthrough. Give it a couple hours. If you like it, then you know which way to go. Guys, I really appreciate you watching this. I appreciate the time. Please remember to like, dislike the video, comment, and subscribe. And again, guys, as always, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Talk to you soon. See ya.